In this video, I want to talk about what the state of Michigan did several years ago to combat the unendorsed motorcycle rider issue in that state, and what the takeaways are for us here in Georgia and how we can remain safe as possible when we're out there riding our motorcycles. So first, let me tell you a little bit about this initiative. It was a really cool thing that they did. I think it started back in 2013. They did it for several years. What Michigan found was they had a motorcycle population, it was roughly 20%, that were unendorsed, meaning they didn't have the proper certifications of training and safety courses and skills required by their licensing to fully drive a motorcycle. And the correlation that they found was while only 20% of the population were unendorsed, 85% of all motorcycle fatalities involved an unendorsed motorcycle rider. And so they obviously saw a correlation there and wanted to address it. So what they started doing was this mail campaign where they sent out flyers to all of the registered motorcycle riders that were unendorsed and tried to get them, they called it coming out of the shadows, trying to get them to come out, get their licensing, their certifications. They did a program where it was more cost effective, those sorts of things, to get them out, to try to get everybody endorsed. So for us, I think the takeaway is you got to get the proper training. I think most of us have done that. I would slap you on the wrist if you haven't, get out there and do it. But probably the better takeaway for us is no matter how long you've been riding a motorcycle, every so often you're going to want to get recertified or take an advanced training course, something that you haven't taken before. I've seen things out there that suggest every 5 to 6 years you ought to take some sort of retraining or further training. It can't hurt. There's new things happening all the time in the realm of safety with different features of bikes and those sorts of things, or different techniques. It's oftentimes relatively cheap to do this. It's clear that there is some sort of correlation. Now, we know from other statistics that the large percentage of motorcycle wrecks are caused by another driver, not the motorcycle rider. But there's got to be some correlation between trying to avoid those wrecks and motorcycle riders with more skills having done these certifications, having a better chance of avoiding a wreck, or as this statistic shows, at least avoiding it to the extent that you're just dealing with injuries instead of the loss of your life. So again, I think the takeaway from this neat Michigan initiative that they did for us is get out there. If you haven't had training in 6 years plus, get out there and take a course. Now's the time to do it. It's very minimal on your time, a little bit of a hit to your pocketbook, but it's well worth it. Get out there, get retrained, get trained for the first time, take some advanced courses, and stay safe, guys. If you have any questions, comment to this post or video, or shoot me an email. Be happy to talk with you. Love to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching this video.